Summarization from Module 10 to 17. Module 10 is all about soul making. Soul making is about personal growth through creativity, reflection, and life experiences. Not just focusing on progress or success, but understanding oneself deeply. Lesson 2 is all about the 7 Da Vinci principles. Innovation comes from continuous curiosity, experience, and balanced thinking, inspired by Leonardo da Vinci. The 7 principles. First is curiosity, meaning always be curious and eager to learn. Second is demonstración, learn from experience and mistakes. Third is sensazón, sharpen your senses and observe the world deeply. Fourth is fumato, embrace uncertainty and ambiguity. Number 5, arte or ciencia, balance creativity and logic. 6 is corpolita, maintain a healthy body and mind. 7, conexión, recognize connections between ideas and everything around you. So, next one is the module 11. It's all about narratives, appropriation, borrowing, and ownership. So this lesson focuses on appropriation in contemporary art, the practice of borrowing or reusing existing artistic elements and placing them in new content to create fresh meanings. So originality is also centered to this discussion. It can refer to how work was created or its artistic quality. Yet, many appropriation artists reject the traditional focus on originality. So next is Module 12. It's all about textile art, dreams, soul, and imagination. So first one, what is textile art? So textile art is one of the oldest art forms made from natural or synthetic fibers, used for practical purposes like clothing and shelter, as well as signal status on marked important events. So the common techniques in textile art is sewing, weaving, and knitting. Dreams and imagination art. Art serves as a medium to express thought, dreams, and imagination, using different styles and techniques to evoke emotion and explore themes beyond everyday reality. So next is Module 13, Visual Arts in Philippine Tradition, Motifs, and Traditions. So this module explores the visual element of art within the context of Philippine national motifs and crafts. Its goal are to analyze how these elements are used, build skills in working with them, and document how combining them reflects changes in environmental and settings. So visual elements. So first element is line. The line is the foundation of drawings. Lines connect points and can be curved or implied. Second is color, made up of hue, value, and intensity. Colors evokes emotion, creates contrast, sets mood, and carries symbolic meaning. So next one is shape, a two-dimensional forms created by chose lines. Next is forms, the three-dimensional version of shapes. Next is value, the lightness or darkness of tones or colors. And lastly, space, created by the arrangement of lines, shapes, and forms. So next module is Module 14 and 15. It's all about workshop or improvisation and installations. So what is improvisation? So for me, Improvisation means acting or creating or solving problems spontaneously without prior preparation. It applies across many fields. Many fields: artistic, scientific, and practical and academic preparation. And it involves using whatever materials, skills, or ideas are immediately available. So improvisation outside the arts. Firstly is engineering, used to solve problems during emergencies, shortage, or when standard parts are not available. Next one is improvised weapon, made and used when standard arms are unavailable, ranging from simple tools to homemade explosive device used by irregular groups or contemporary military measures. Next one is improvisation in the arts. So first one is performing arts, developed through training exercises. It became popular in theater and comedy, with troops and university groups around the world practicing it. It also appeared in television, such as through Robin Williams' unscripted performance. Next one is music, creating music on the spot, from classical masters like Bach and more, to modern jazz, freestyle rap, and live accompaniment for silent films. Next one is dance, used to create original movement and choreography. Next one is sculpture. Some artists keep rigid models or frameworks, letting forms emerge maturely through the creative process. Next one is films. Directors like Mike Leigh use it to develop character and stories before filming. And lastly, writing, done within the set limits to spark creativity, overcome writer block, or produce collaborative work. And lastly, modules 16 to 17. It's all about local art and understanding ways to preserve and protect the cultures of the different indigenous communities of the Philippines. So the importance of it is to preserve culture reflects our people ways of life and identity. Preserving it to keep heritage alive across generations. This can be done through cultural activities and integrating cultural learning into showcasing culture. So National Cultural Heritage Act, or RA number 100066, enacted in 2009 in response to demolitions of Manila Jai Alay building. This law created the Philippine Registry of Cultural Property and mandates the National Commission for Cultural and Arts to oversee conservation. It designates historically significant sites as heritage houses or national shrines, and sets requirements. Registering immovable cultural properties and noting them on the land titles. So second, local government keeping records of cultural sites and under their jurisdiction. Next is government bodies, educational institutions, and private owners registering their cultural property within 3 years. And lastly, the private owners retaining ownership while their property heritage value is recognized and protested. their information remains confidential unless they consent otherwise. So the law defines cultural property broadly to include tangible and intangible work sites, and heritage. Items at least 50 years old and requires documentation even for unregistered presumed heritage sites. The government supports preservation efforts while property remains within its owners. So that's all for my summarization from Module 10 to Module 17.